All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks, Lauren, for the introduction. And also thank you, Exabyte, for inviting us over to share our new business journey. By the way, because this is our first time to do a live sharing. So forgive us if we are kind of a bit nervous along the way. Okay, I'm Angeline, the founder of OK Eats, and also Thinker Society, a creative and social media agency. Okay, okay, give me a moment. Okay, OK Eats, also formerly known as OK Kuih. It's a combination of our creativity and also Malaysian dessert brand. We are very new. We just launched as a passion project since last year, December. Debuted with our first collection of our traditional but modern kuih. We wanted a very simple but memorable name. So we find that OK, the words has been described as one of the most widely and commonly used words in the world on earth. So if you are, I'm not sure if you realize, whenever that we hold a food on our hand, whether it is a kuih or maybe a piece of cake or it's a chicken wing, your hand will actually naturally, form an OK sign. So that's how we decide our name, OK. Yeah, I think all of you here may or may not know what is OK Eats. So maybe you can pick up your phone, head over to Instagram and follow us on Instagram to check out more of our works and also details. Our IG handler is at the top right corner, OK.eats. Okay. Yeah, as you know, I'm also the founder of another business, but how and why we started OK. So back in last year, during the first MCO, our main business actually slightly affected. So we sort of have like more free time and also to rethink what else we can do. So that's where I thought of like maybe I can, we wanted to start a small food business. So I shared my idea to my partner Joey, and she instantly, just replied me. So yeah, might as well, let's do it. So during this lockdown, that time, we have seen the rise of a lot of food merchants go on board on so many delivery platforms. We have like GrabFood, Food Panda, AirAsia Food, and we also see a lot of like food order demand increase during the stay home period. Yeah, that's how lead us to started OK. As you can see the screen, we have a few pictures on the right hand side. So here is some of the sneak peek of our, it's like memories and also the progress of how we started OK Kuih. As you can see, there's one of our, our draft logo drawing on the picture. And at the bottom, yeah, we also run like, kitchen experiment, food tasting session in our kitchen with our team. And at the bottom that you have seen from the picture is actually our first final artwork of our packaging, labeling, and also, collaterals of our menu to send it, to tag along with our delivery to our customer. So, yeah, however, we can't do this alone. So we recruited another partner, Wayne, who will be in charge on all the food preparation and also kitchen staff and also operation area. So since the launch in December until today, we have grown from 0 to more than 5,000 followers on Instagram. And we have also sold over 10,000 pieces of OK Kuih in 3 months. So who are the team behind all these great works? As I'm speaking now, I'm the business development and also marketing lead in OK Eats. I'm mainly covering the area where business setup, the main decision maker for the company, and also a variety of thinking of like brand collaboration and also influencer collaboration area. And we also have Joey, our head of creative in OK Eats. So she's the one, she's the creator of our entire OK branding identity. And she's also the one who in charge in sourcing, designing, directing all our creative visual and also packaging. Other than that, we also have Wai Mei, our head of operation. She is the one in charge of all the food preparation and also kitchen staff. We also have Swechi. She's our team member who plan all the contents that you have seen on our social media account. Yeah. Then we also have our designer Iris. All the final visual that you have seen online, seen on our social media platform, it's all designed by her. And we also have our internal photographer who took all the nice food picture for our brands. Next, to show you how is our kuih different from traditional kuih, here is a collection, the first collection when we launched our OK Kuih. So the picture that you have seen on screen now is our main signature cool sibling. All is colorful angku kuih, but if you see there's a little string on top of the kuih, that little string is our enhancement of sauce, which can pump into the kuih when our customer to consume the product. Like the first one you have seen, the green color one, it's gulaku. It's an angku come together with gula melaka sauce. And also the next one is come together with like cafe lime sauce and also lemon icing sauce. Next, this one is our OG signature. We have our kuih talam. We call it truffle talam because when you taste the kuih, our kuih talam is infused with truffle oil. We also have piling peng, our kuih lapis, with very smooth and creamy sweet potato paste. Pairing together. We also have kaya tatai, complemented with kaya and also lemon icing. We have ubi brulee, ketayak madu, pistachia and core. And also, nana, yemi, eso, pulut yuzu. As you're seeing all this picture, if you are interested, to try and taste how amazing is our kuih, you can check it out on our Instagram. So what we have done, what we have practiced and also done when we started OK. First thing is we always think from we have to be creative because we think that creative actually has the higher conversion to capture online attraction. And also we play with vibrant colors because kuih is very colorful. Our visual we try to make it look more attractive and also quirky visual. And also always be different because people love to see different things. They wouldn't like to see when we create we keep on creating the new same thing on our social media, whether it is or maybe we are not updating anything new menu. We are very heavily on social media area. So when we launched our food delivery business, our main platform is mainly like Facebook and also Instagram. So social media is a very broad and interesting platform to play around with. So, but we always on this platform, we have to be open to have try different form of content, whether it is a picture, or maybe it is a video. And also always be open to try different kind of topic of the content as well, instead of keep on posting on only the product. So when we started, we share our mood board and inspiration to tell the story to online audience. And we also share our brand story behind the scene. We introduce our product in a very creative way. We also, post up our business update, and we also launch very interesting collaboration with different brands also. We engage with a lot of influencers of all range and also different races. And one of the practice is, I think it's very applicable to all of the business. We always have to maintain a very good relationship with our customer, very good customer service, because all these customers, they can be our biggest advocates that through the word of mouth. So that's why we are very lucky enough for most of our customers who order kuih from us. When they receive the food, when they receive the package, they generously to share it on their Instagram stories and tag us to features. Other than this, we also very lucky enough to be featured in Tatler Dining. Within our first month of the launch. Yeah, and also during Chinese New Year, we get to collaborate with Real in the City for a giveaway campaign that helps us to like gain additional organic exposure on the platform on social media. Coming up next, we also will have a pop-up event, our first ever pop-up event with Tiffin on 1st May. Yeah. Then other than this, to keep our brand on social media, to keep it online and also alive online, we have to come up with like different kind of collaboration or maybe a new launch. So during in January and also February during the Chinese New Year, we collaborate with AirAsia to launch an exclusive Chinese New Year gift box together with AirAsia with seasonal flavor. So customer can order the exclusive gift box on AirAsia food platform. And this Raya, we also collaborate with Salang Design to come up with some creative collaterals for our customer every purchase. And upcoming next also, we also have a Mother's Day gift package that going to be launched together with some other local brands, including BHP Health and also Chunyang. Other than this, instead of like just always, sharing our content, sharing our product on our platform, we wanted to do something different. We also launched a series of like personality collaboration. Our first, when we first launched this collaboration, we started off with one Malaysian. Her name is called Bedose. So we actually interview her. We sent her a set of our Malaysian gift basket kuih. So we sort of like curated Malaysian story kind of content to share it on our platform as well. So yeah, this is all what we have practiced and also what we have done since we started. And next, I will pass it over to Joey. She will continue further to tell you guys more on the creative side of our brand. Okay.
Hi.
Let me.
Hi everyone, so I'm Joey from OK Eats. I'm also the head of creative in OK. Thanks for having me here today. Today I will talk more about the branding side for OK. So Angeline is a person who has many ideas going through in her mind, and I'm her hand and leg to execute because I always know what she wants. So trust me, if she can find any people like really understand her like I do, you'll see her probably running a lot of different kind of business in every industry. So for OK, when I asked Angeline about any requirement from her side before I start to set a style for this brand, I remember she answered me like, just play whatever you want with no rules, no limitation. So because we as an agency, we always have limitation and restriction from our clients. So when she said this, I was like, whoa, all my mind came out with a lot of different possibilities to play with. So after research and look through many sources of inspiration, I've decided with the team that we can go with modern vintage, which also means like I want to remain the authenticity of vintage in Baba Nyonya style, but also want a hint of trendy element inside the brand so that it will more stand out from the others. So here's the original first mood board that I've done earlier with the team, with really quirky and strong color and texture, like different kind of tiles design. The inspiration were from Baba Nyonya itself, of course, and also the making of the kuih and how kuih started in the market in Malaysia. So when it comes to the first photo shoot, I actually went to my mom's and grandma's kitchen to search for props and took some old decorations around the house for photo shoot purpose. So how we want to modernize it for OK this brand. I actually went to look around online trending design and ask around our team like any account they currently like the most and why. So Angeline is also a person who always scroll her phone and always send me creative books through Instagram, Pinterest, or Reddit. Reddit is like a mixture of Pinterest and Instagram. It's like a China app. So I always get to look at pretty things and also creative things and ideas around. So we often share our thoughts with the team, like what's workable and what's not. So if you're a person who don't really scroll for, maybe you can get a friend who always send you pretty things like Angeline does. So of course, along the way, our team actually always tries something new for OK. As I said earlier, because this brand is by us with no limitation, we always try different style for every new launch, but we will definitely remain some essence of OK branding. For example, like the color used in the design, or maybe additional Nyonya elements, or the fonts used in all design to keep the consistency. To me, because I always tell myself and my team, consistency is the key to keep people remember your brand. Like once they saw it, they will definitely know the brand is done by you. So never afraid to try something new, because it will definitely show you the result. If this design doesn't work, maybe you can continue to amend and improve it, so audiences will be able to see new fresh things in your brand to keep them fresh too. So for example, like these two design, two images, both left is some reference we found online, but we recreated in a better way. And actually, I don't call it copy, I call it inspired from good design. So my suggestion is always allow yourself to see pretty things, like you can go to cafe hopping or through online design platform, or even travel around after this pandemic. You get inspired from there. So to me, I guess that's how design works. So that's all for our sharing today for OK. Thank you for your time with us. And also thank you for having us here. Remember to follow us, our Instagram, and let us know if you have any question. Yeah.
All right. Super short. If you actually, pun intended, you kept it short and sweet. So, so some of the people in the chat were asking, how do they order from you? Because I don't know if you've noticed, the chat just went crazy and they were saying, okay, the artwork is amazing, the food looks good. How do they order from you? Oh, Angeline, you're actually on mute.
Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah, a bit nervous. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay, because as I just now mentioned, we started, quite heavily on social media, especially on Instagram. So for our customer, you can directly head on to our Instagram. There's a link in bio, right? So when you click on the link in bio, then we'll lead you to our delivery platform. So we actually currently have two different platforms. You can order it from Asia Food, or maybe you can order it from Smart Bite.
Okay, and then what do you all do? Same day delivery, for example?
For now we only do pre-order, next day delivery.
Okay, so a question just came in, you guys. Once again, if you have any questions for Joey and Angeline, just go ahead and leave them in the Q&A and I'll read them out. So the question is, what is the key or strategy which you use to increase your social media followers?
Okay, this one, the area is actually quite broad. So it also depends on all the activities and things we have done on social media. As I mentioned earlier, we actually started off since 1st of December last year, which is just 4 months ago. So from there, we actually, the account is a brand new account, is with 0 follower. But when we launch, I would say our main strategy that went during our launch, right? When a few things element. One is because of our creative, and also second thing is we engage a lot of influencer. We also run ads. When all these influencer, and also at the same time when we run ads, right, people, they saw and also they check on our profile. But because of our product and also our creative, that's where make them to follow us as an inspiration Instagram account.
I see. And I know you mentioned earlier that you have actually teamed up with another brand for Raya. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to answer this one question, or this person had a statement in the chat. They were asking if it's halal.
Okay. For our kuih, we don't have halal cert, but it's Muslim friendly to consume. We have a lot of Muslim customers also.
All right, there you go. So that one came from Adelina. So I hope that it answers your question. So she actually also sent in another question through the Q&A, and the question is, how and what do you do to ensure the freshness of food during the delivery process?
As just now I mentioned, we only do based on pre-order basis, right? So whenever that's why we wanted to keep our thing fresh. When you orders today, so during our night, until the next day in the morning, our kitchen will produce all the kuih. So based on your order details, and also our kuih will batch by batch deliver from our kitchen. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So this one is from Christopher. So Christopher's question is, I was just wondering, how did the name come about? Christopher, they already mentioned this, but okay, to answer that. And also, are your foods outsourced? Do you just do packaging on your end, or are they prepared in-house?
We prepare in-house. As I mentioned, we have a partner, so it's also we have a partner who in charge of our kitchens and stuff.
Yeah, and he was just, I think just for Christopher's sake, let's talk about how the name came about as well.
Oh yeah, just now I mentioned, actually there's two reasons. Yeah, the first thing, we wanted our name to make it very simple, very easy to remember, and also it's very memorable. So we actually like brainstorm, think of like what kind of term or words that we can use it to name for this brand. So we feel that, in our life, I'm very sure all of you in our life, in almost every day, you will say this one term, okay. So it's a very common and widely used on earth. We find out that fact also is a fun fact. Another thing is because we are selling food. So when we hold food on our hand, whether it's a kuih or maybe you eat any other food, when you hold on your hand will eventually show the your hand you eventually show the okay sign. Yeah. So that's how we decide to go with this name, okay.
And then on top of that, if you're having a bad day or if the week has been rough, there is nothing a piece of kuih cannot help, So eventually, in some sense, it's going to be okay as well. So yeah. I think it's a fun play on words as well. Okay, so
vibes.
Yeah, positive vibes all around. So, okay, let me see. Okay, this one question is from the chat, and the question is, what is your biggest issue you've ever faced since your business launched?
Okay, I think the biggest issue that we have learned, I think we have two. Okay, maybe I start with the first one first. Okay, when we just launched in December, it's actually quite kind of rushed to launch, because we actually plan to launch this brand in, we get everything done in 2 months time. Yeah, when I share the idea, when I share the idea with Joey, so I think it's around last year October. So within 2 months, we have to, because we also not very familiar with F&B, so we have to do our own research. We have to source our packaging. We source it from overseas, or maybe we source it some area, maybe we source it from foreign country, and also we have things that we source locally. Then it's also, I think the experience spend us more time, trying and error to get all these things done. Second is when we launch, right? I think one of the main issue is delivery part. When we launch, we haven't fully registered with all these delivery platform yet, because it also takes time to came on board with different platforms like Foodpanda, AirAsia Food. So it's very hectic and also messy if our kitchen staff have to order the express delivery one by one. Imagine if we have 100 orders a day, then that person have to keep on using the app to order the delivery. I think that one is one of our main challenges during the first month. Yeah, but with all these delivery platform on board, save a lot of time, because they already have the API linked together with the delivery platform. Once customer order, they straight away pay for the delivery fee. Then the rider will show up in our kitchen to pick up the order. Yeah.
All right, super cool. So this question just came in as well, and this one is from Tan. Tan's question is: in the future, will you all remain? Will your business remain on social media, or will you actually have a physical store?
I think for now we will keep it online. More for we actually our module, our direction is most wanted to do more towards on delivery, so we will do it online instead of physical shop, especially like for now the situation, the COVID-19 is still quite serious. not so stable to have a physical shop.
I can imagine how difficult that would be as well, especially with the cases, going up and down, MCO,
Yeah.
CMCO, RMCO. We don't even know what MCO we
Yes.
are right now. So I think it would be very, very difficult. Not to say it's not possible. I think it can be done, but I think it would be an uphill challenge. And I think, but I'm definitely looking forward to having seeing you guys put up a physical store. I think it would be something that people actually like, especially given the feedback that we've had in the chat, during your presentation. I think it's something you guys should consider in the future, perhaps.
maybe we can start from small kiosks lah.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go with Joey for a bit. So, Joey, you said inspiration comes from from different places, and I'm sure, Pinterest is one of them. Sometimes we see things and we borrow these kind of things here and there. Is there a point, and this is more of a personal question, do you ever experience burnout?
Sorry? Experience
do you
what?
ever burnout?
Burnout.
Because, at some point, I'm sure we've all been through this where we're exhausted to the point where the brain just doesn't churn any more ideas, and if things come a little bit harder, I'm pretty sure on a personal level. Have you experienced that as well? And how did you overcome it?
Yes, of course. I think I will set a meeting immediately with the team so we can brainstorm together, because actually our team is quite young. So also different range of age, like our youngest is around 17 years old. Yeah,
Wow.
so to 30. So between we have different perception and different ideas from different people. So I think our team helps a lot too.
And I think that's important as well, especially when you have people who are championing the same cause. I think that's great, And I think what you girls have here is something that's pretty spectacular. And the fact that you put all this together in 4 months?
Yeah.
4 months.
4 months old. I had this one.
That is really, really amazing. 4 months it's really no joke, especially at the scale. And you guys have scaled it so quickly. And I just had a look at your Instagram, and you have quite a good following, and there's good engagement as well. And this is something that's very, organic and wholesome. So the fact that you achieved this in a very short time is pretty spectacular. So I think you should give yourselves, a round of applause, a pat on the back, a job well done. And I think we can just chat for another 1-2 minutes just to see if anybody else has any questions to ask you regarding your business. Oh, another question just came in. Okay, so this one is from Rachel. Rachel's question is, hi, for packaging of Kuih, do you prefer to use plastic or paper packaging? The number one question nowadays. And what are the types of packaging that you wish to have in the near future in line with your takeaway delivery?
Okay, since the launch of before we launched, we already sourced for packaging. We wanted to remain our brand that is more environmental friendly. So all our packaging, we also use like paper form and also wood material instead of we totally not using plastic. Yeah. Like except for the small little strings, that one we cannot source any other material. Our box, our labeling, our paper bag, everything is it's paper form.
Environmental friendly.
Environmental friendly material. Yeah, that also leads to a higher cost for us also.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up already because I know the cost of paper. So, but I think in the long run, sustainability is something that, every business should aspire to at some point. And it's pretty remarkable that you guys have already achieved that at this point. So yeah, good job, you guys. Okay, I think we can wrap things up right now. So, Angeline, Joey, it has been such a pleasure talking to y'all. I enjoyed your presentation. I think you've pretty much won the hearts of all the attendees here. So, you guys, once again, let's give them a virtual round of applause. I'm sure y'all have been stalking the Instagram, don't lie, okay? Everybody was saying like, oh, you want to have tea, you want to order cake, you want to order kuih. So, okay, please do that. Support them, support local. And thank you so much once again for being part of the SME Digital Fest 2021. It's been a pleasure knowing you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, girls.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Exabytes. Grow your business online.